What's up? About to be freezing. At least though, right now you're looking crispy, sounding crispy. Got some lights. Got a headset. We are talking. His he looks disconnected. Looks like he went to another planet. So,
He's not coming back as Aquaman. That means that we literally got Gal Gadot, which who could probably drop out at any minute now. And
Meyer
we
can
got
hear now.
what happened?
I'm just asking if she could hear you guys now.
Oh, somebody couldn't hear us.
Well, let me ask you a question, Brian. I mean, I just kind of sat back and listened to you guys banter a little bit. I want to ask you a question. What is the
What's
premise
that?
for this Joker? Like, can you describe the movie that you're expecting to see?
So what I'm expecting to see is gonna be. I mean, we already know that Thomas Wayne is in fact in this movie. He's the one that pinch Max Joaquin Phoenix. So I don't necessarily think we're gonna see the Joker. I think what we're gonna see is like how one person. I think it's gonna be like a character analysis, really. Like I don't think it's necessarily the Joker. I think it's like the idea of how the Joker could come to be.
Okay.
No.
Actually, that's exactly what it is. The guy that Joaquin Phoenix is playing is supposedly what inspires the Joker to become the Joker. So it's not the Joker. It's where
Okay.
the theology.
Okay, so it's not
Hold on,
necessarily
hold on.
like
No.
a legitimate
Hold
Joker
on.
origin.
Hold on. None of that
Yes,
information
holding
has been
on.
released.
I understand that.
Everybody who's seen it has released that information. All they've said is that the original Joker was inspired, and his inspiration was from a serial killer who wore a very similar clothing, light and suit. And the
Which
only
is
other thing
exactly what I just said.
said
Yeah, but
was
this new
that what the overall concept of the movie
What?
is going to be
But
left to interpretation.
but
So
I understand that. I was getting to that part.
okay,
Alright,
you just put it
kinda
out
cut
there that
into it.
that's not the real Joker. That's somebody else is inspired. That's what you said straight out.
And that's exactly what you just said.
I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you just said. Yes, you did. You said that what's documented is that the Joker got his inspiration from a serial killer that dressed similar to him and whatever, whatnot, which is basically exactly what I just said. The only difference is that I'm full out saying that Joaquin Phoenix is playing that serial killer.
But we don't
Okay.
know that for sure.
Now-
We haven't seen the damn movie. So
I
we're putting that
understand
out
that.
there
I'm just
without.
I'm putting it out there. I can put it out there. That's what I'm saying. I read that somewhere. It's not something I pulled out of my ass.
Yeah, but you would,
You know what I mean? It's-
you would be literally ruining the movie for everybody if that was even true.
How is that ruining the movie?
Because that isn't something that anybody going in to see the movie would know unless they saw the fucking movie.
Well, they're definitely not watching
I don't
us, so I don't think I spoiled the movie. But this is what I'm trying to explain is that they aired this movie during a film festival, and when people reacted to it, the reactions were as if anybody can walk and watch the movie and get something different from it. Nobody had the right answers. Everybody was talking it was this way, and somebody was talking it was that way. And it's just a movie that is completely open to your own perception of what's going on. So a person who walks into the movie and says, you know, that's the Joker, whereas a fanboy is going to be like, no, that wasn't the Joker. That's the guy that made the Joker the guy, or some shit like that. And all these kind of arguments ensue, or whatever, whatnot. Now, I'm really excited to watch this movie, which I don't know why I am, because DC hasn't done very many good things right now with the projects that they have. But I'm very excited to see Joaquin's Phoenix take on this character.
Yeah.
I feel like he's an actor with the depth, the reputation, where he can actually pull this off if it's done correctly.
He did it correctly.
Kyle,
How else correctly would it be when at the end of the festival, it won #1 film at the festival, and they did an 8-minute standing ovation at the end of the film. You know,
Well, I mean, that's all stuff that I'm hearing that's making me more excited to see it.
Like I said, I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot because it's DC. I love DC. Like, I want to go into it liking it, but every movie that I've gone into liking it, I've walked away disappointed from. Hell, even their animated series, like, I'm a huge fan of their animated work, and I don't know if you guys saw Batman Hush, but
I haven't.
yeah, like, they strayed so far from the source material that it was just not pleasing to see. Like, it's a movie, or it's a comic book adaptation I've been waiting for damn near 15 years for them to make, and they give me
That
quite possibly the worst thing I've ever seen.
holy shit.
I don't know if it makes you feel any better, Brian, but they said in a whole, without the Joker origin as part of the movie itself is brilliant. One of the best movies done. Cinematography is great. Everything like that. If you're not a Joker fan, you'll still love the movie.
Yeah.
But the fact that there is the Joker and the origin of the Joker's there makes it even better.
now,
I mean,
have you seen
like I said,
have you seen a new trailer, Mo?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh man, the hell!
It's okay. Talk about it. You're not spoiling shit. It's a trailer.
I know. So you said what I'm saying is I wish you would have saw it because it does change the game from the original trailer. Like, no matter what way, like whether what you're saying is correct or what we're applying or our thoughts, no matter what, it's going to be about what makes Joker the Joker. Like, it's just. You have to see the. Once you see this trailer, you be like, alright, alright, I'm gonna give DC another shot. Alright.
No, listen. Hold on a second. I was like, all right, I'm gonna give that movie a shot when I read that they were making it with Joaquin Phoenix. Like,
I'm saying you need to see the newest trailer.
I'm so excited for this movie. I'm gonna be there on opening night. I'm gonna be there the day before opening night because it always airs the day before and nobody knows it. And I'm gonna watch this fucking movie. I might go to the movie multiple times.
The day before, no one knows
it. The release date is a Friday. It'll say that's when it'll say it's all coming out. It's coming out October 14th on Friday. The movie theater plays it on Thursday. They don't publicize it.
So you can go see it on the 19th.
Hell yeah.
So all theaters do this or just few
all
of many?
Theaters, dude.
The majority.
Any theater I've ever been to.
Really?
Any theater I've ever been to has done that.
So if I just show up randomly on Thursday and I'll see a listing for Joker, or I have to ask about it?
No, there'll be a listing.
So it looks like we lost Brian for a little bit, which kind of sucks because we've had this discussion before, and I wanted Brian to be part of the discussion because he's a huge DC fan, and it kind of sucks.
There he is. He's
here in a little bit.
Yep, I'm alive.
So
can you hear me now?
He's kicking.
What we were talking about a couple weeks ago, Brian, was that literally what people said without spoiling anything was that there goes through stages in the movie where there's like
Mhm.
scenes going on and we can't tell what is real and what is in his mind. And so that's where like kind of the interpretation kind of breaks up a bit for everybody. And nobody's wrong. Nobody's correct. There's no
Nah,
this
man.
is
Nah,
accurate,
nah,
that's accurate.
My thing,
nah, man. Look, man. Look.
if it's at that thing where they can't figure out what's real and what's mind, like, is it really a character analysis on the Joker? Is it a character analysis on somebody with schizophrenia that's obsessed with it?
Well, the Joker's pretty schizophrenic, bro.
I mean, yeah, he is for sure, without a doubt.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as say schizophrenic. I would eccentric, psychotic. Yeah, but schizophrenic. I don't think he has voices. He doesn't hear voices.
True.
He wouldn't be able to come up with the elaborate plans that he comes up with.
That's
not true. Schizophrenic people are very intelligent.
Yeah, I mean,
You wouldn't think there's too much like mess in their head? Like too much
Even
going
though
on?
it's a mess, it doesn't mean they don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I know that
what
people
he's
that suffer
trying
with
to tell
mental
you.
illness are usually very intelligent.
What he's trying to let you see versus what really is happening. Because someone who's narcissistic has control over what everybody else sees him as. That's the most important trait.
And he's definitely sociopathic.
Yes. Sociopath.
So, as we're talking about the Joker, and before we get into Ad Astra, because there was a lot of "you're right" and "you're wrong" getting thrown around here, I want to remind everybody: everybody's right and everybody's wrong. These are all just opinions and thoughts and talking about shit we've read and things like that, and that kind of information. So everybody's entitled to say what they want to do, and it would be even great. Rodrigo, supporter since day one. All right, Rodrigo Benitez and Felix Gomez. Thank you. And
Rodrigo, I miss you, bro.
It's just freaking. This is what we do. We come on here and we talk, dude. We come out here and we talk. We would love it if you guys engaged with us and gave us your opinions based on it. But this Joker movie, good or bad, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna go watch it. I want to see it. I want to see what it's all about. And then I'm gonna come on here and talk about it after I watch it. I am a huge Joker fan. If I were to pick any comic book character to keep with me at all times and I can't read any other ones, it would be Joker. I love the Joker. Doesn't matter what adaptation. Give me Jared Leto Joker. I don't give a shit. I love it. We'll do it. Let's do this. I don't care. Joker is cool.
With the Joker, like, and I know a lot of people are gonna give me flack for it, but I wasn't all too disappointed with him. I feel like
he didn't have enough screen time to have an opinion either way, but from what I saw, I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, he was trying to like embody like the toy box Joker, which is something that hasn't been done on on a live action interface.
Exactly.
I feel
so it was cool. I mean, my favorite's still Heath Ledger. It'd always be Heath Ledger's, I think. But we'll find out after Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, Phoenix has the chops. Like, he's definitely he's probably one of the most talented actors to ever play the role. But I mean, time will tell,
Oh yeah, time will tell. So there's really not much more we can really say about this movie. Unless Mark, do you have something to add?
Nothing really else to add to it. You talked about pretty much what we've been able to decipher because everybody's been really good and not spoiling it. Who got to see it at the festival? So it's awesome.
Bastards. Somebody should have recorded it and put it on YouTube. Anyhow. Freaking Angelo thought of a movie that he wanted to talk about that he is excited that is coming. Why don't you share what you want to talk about, Angelo? What is this movie Ad Astra?
So on the 20th, Ad Astra comes out, and basically, there's this guy who pretty much dedicates his whole entire life to space and interspace travel and science and all this other stuff. Well, at a very young age, he lost his father. They didn't really go into detail of how he lost him, why he lost him, but throughout the preview, they say, well, we think he's actually hiding from us. And they go through, some snippets of them being on in space and stuff like that. But this guy, like, pretty much, like, I, from what I read and from what I've seen, I think it could be like a mashup of like Interstellar and a few others. But I think it's really interesting because of what's been going on lately with Elon Musk and how we're like days of way of being able to go to Mars and shit, which I think is like the coolest thing ever. Maybe a few like a week or two, but I don't know. I find the movie very interesting. I don't know if anyone else has seen the preview. It's pretty much quick, short, throws a few lines at you and some pictures of space, and that's pretty much it. And they just like draw it out with like some music. I don't know. I'm kind of like a space geek. Anything that has to do with space, except for I would say Stargate and maybe Star Trek. I don't know. I'm just a huge space guy.
Well,
I think it'd be really,
looks like
really cool movie to see.
Brad Pitt is the
Oh
star
yeah,
of
Brad
the.
Pitt's in it. First
Hey,
off, if
the-
Brad Pitt's in a movie, he doesn't pick shitty movies,
This is true.
so you know it's gonna be good.
The reviews are a little bit mixed. It's interesting because
Yeah, people
They're
actually
all
go
over the
back and
place.
forth about how they think it could be tied with this or tied with that. One person's just like, "Oh no, it's just tied with all of them." But I mean, these are movies that go back almost like 20 years that they mentioned, so it's gonna be an interesting watch, I think.
I'm just trying to see who else is on the cast.
I think Brad Pitt's like the main one. That's pretty much it.
There's
who
some
is
good
it?
actors in there.
His name was-
Tommy Lee Jones,
Yes, that's
Liv
the name.
Tyler.
I think that's the guy that plays his father.
Liv Tyler's in there.
Well, I'm gonna be really honest with you, Angelo.
I already know it.
I'm gonna be really honest with you.
He's going to
I
stay
saw
on
the
Earth while we
previews
go
of
to
this
Mars.
movie. I saw the previews of this movie, and I think I saw it in the movie theater. By the way, Rodrigo misses you, bro. It looked good. It looked good. The effects looked really cool. The storyline seemed interesting. And I'm a huge Brad Pitt fan. I think he's like the coolest guy in Hollywood right now. And I just don't like fucking space movies, man. Like I don't understand what it is.
Bro,
I
from
just
day one, he's like, "You're just gonna be the space guy." Like,
You're the
don't like
space
this
guy,
movie.
dude. You really are. Like there's like nothing wrong with it. I don't know why I don't find the movies appealing. Like I like Star Wars and Star Trek, but that's like action movies in space. So like there's a lot of action. But like the actual movies that are like really technical and you gotta fucking like they're talking about, engines and whirring and all this stuff going on, and then the air always fucking breaks down. You know, and then I have a theory about it because it's not only space movies that I don't like. It's movies that take place in like one spot, like phone booth.
Water.
The whole movie's in the phone booth, or buried. He's in a fucking
Dude,
casket
I
the entire
forgot
movie.
about that movie.
Like they're just so boring to me. I don't understand why. But just because you're my homeboy and you brought it up, I'm gonna be at the movie theater to watch that movie too, so that we can talk about it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah, we're
I
back.
don't think.
I'm just saying.
We've been
I
back
don't even think.
for a couple episodes. Like, we've been back a couple episodes, but yes, we're back. Everybody's here today. We got Jello, Brian, Mo, everybody's here today.
Does Brian even have anything to say about it? Like, he's just being quiet. What are you playing right now?
Right now, I'm playing Borderlands 3.
Of course.
That's
What
priority.
What else would
Look
there
at him.
be
He's not even
but
saying anything. Do you even
Borderlands?
know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Talking about Ad Astra. He's
I
gonna
know
add his foot to your Astra.
You know, like, it's one of those movies, like, I didn't know too much about it until my little brother was talking to me about it. Because I'm kind of, sort of, like, not to be like, I'm kind of sort of on the same boat as Mo. I'm not a big space movie guy. But my little brother's excited about it, so I do kind of owe it to him to just be like, all right, yeah, let's go to the movies and see what comes of it.
You're a good big brother. You're a good big brother.
I guess
Bro, but
I think the most interesting thing maybe about it is that very soon we have to start thinking about what the hell we're gonna do because we're fucking up Earth, and we gotta go somewhere. Earth's gonna not be around for much longer, the way we're using it up. So that's a kind of a reality.
And it is.
yeah.
So, Marco, what do you mean by using it up?
Whoa. This
Like,
ain't no fucking science
you talking
fair.
about the ice cap melting?
We're
talk about
destroying the
that.
planet rather quickly. We were pretty slow, and now we have
What about the planet
A
are we
percentage?
destroying?
of increase of about 20% of more destructiveness very recently.
Of what?
We're burning up.
What?
We're burning up our own air in the Brazilian rainforest. There's half of about 30% of the United States is on fire. Rest of it is flooded. The ice caps are melting. We're looking kind of fucked up right now. So,
But what
Ooh,
if I
Rodrigo.
told you
Hold on a second.
they just
One
found?
of the Hawks just asked a question.
Huh?
One of the
Rodrigo,
Hawks
Mo
just
saw
said-
it, so he could tell you what he thought about it too. Mo got to see it. Go ahead, Mo. What was your take on it too?
It was awesome, man. It was a good movie. You should go see it.
It wasn't fantastic.
I mean, you get a lot of backstory. The acting was great. You get some freaky Pennywise, and you get that real fun Evil Dead kind of horror. It was really good, man. I enjoyed it. And what made it even better, it was basically a complete reboot of the original. Like, they didn't really venture off and get crazy with it. So, yeah, man, go see that movie. All right, back to your destroying the planet conversation, Debbie Downer motherfuckers.
It's just true. It's not nothing
I
else.
know it's true. It's still a downer.
But what if I told you we have recently discovered maps that are like 16,000 years old, and they actually show Antarctica, okay, without ice, Greenland without ice, and it not only was it unbelievably older than any other map we found, it actually corrected a few mistakes on our modern maps.
Okay, what is that? What do you mean?
What
So,
do you
like,
mean? Exactly what I
when
mean.
Antarctica starts to melt, which it's been doing, right? Your ass gets
basically saying
frozen. You see that? Have you noticed that? So everybody's been like, why was it so fucking cold last winter? That's because one of that polar vortexes in Antarctica broke off and came down this way because it's too fucking hot. And that's why we froze our balls off. So Antarctica not being frozen
Just to clarify,
kind of
my
will
balls
fuck
are
up
still
our
in.
balance.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What did Brian say?
I don't know. What did you say, bro?
I said just to clarify, it might have been cold, but my balls are still intact.
Okay, that's good. We're glad for that. Ladies,
Yeah, I don't remember
still has
last
his
year being
balls, so
cold
he's
at
good.
all.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
what fucked up his balls was the water balloon fight.
This is
Yeah.
true.
that sucked. Yeah.
Bro, that big ass peanut on him though.
Y'all so nasty.
It was so big. But I don't understand why, like,
That's
I
what
would
she
throw
said.
them and they would all just expand on him and then break after being fully expanded. Like, how did this? I don't get it. It just, that man looked like he had lobs of dick all over him.
If you guys are interested in seeing us torment each other with water balloons and explode and hurt ourselves, I'll link the video in chat so you guys could watch us torment each other.
Or see me get kicked in the face really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Served you right.
So what else is exciting out there, Mo? Any other exciting movies out there, Mo?
Off the top of my head, I can't really think of any. I mean, there is a few movies out there that I want to see now, like Good Boys is out, and
Oh yeah,
I would love to
Boys.
see that. Looks fucking hilarious.
Good boys. Good boys.
There's a movie out
mm.
there called Ready or Not that seems pretty interesting. It's basically, you know, the greatest game meets the puzzle kind of thing. There's a wedding, and then there's like you got to hunt people. It's like, I don't know. It looks pretty freaky. That looked interesting. The new Fast and the Furious Hobbs and Shaw is out. That's a pretty decent
Hobbs and
movie.
Shaw.
If anybody wants to see that. Tony Blu-ray went to go see 47 Meters Down Uncaged, which I think is Wacona, but it made the movie theater. Being a sequel, it has to be at least halfway decent.
Wacona.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's like an inside thing with the kids I grew up with. We just threw the last three letters "ona" behind things. Like if that's whack, it's Wacona.
So Mo,
Buckdona, huh?
You being
What's up?
the big slasher fan and everything like that, what do you think of this bullshit film called Black Christmas that's coming out that's supposed to compete with like Friday the 13th?
Black Christmas.
I think it's
Hold
gonna
on,
fucking
hold
crash
on.
and burn.
First off, how many Black Christmases are out there right now?
17.
Because, like, there's so many Black Christmases. It's not even funny.
You're a Black
And
Christmas.
there's actually been one in a theater a few years ago.
Why does it gotta be a Black Christmas? Can't it just be Christmas? Like we always gotta throw color in the mix.
Well,
listen.
I really don't know what to say.
I'm so glad you just did that. I'm so glad you just did that because when you watch Good Boys, you're gonna be like, they held back so much.
You know,
They
there's
held back so much.
well, you have white
Yeah.
Christmas. Why can't you have
Because-
black people Christmas?
That's called Kwanzaa.
Not all of them are Kwanzaa. So
I
the
know,
first
dude, I'm
Black
just
Christmas
being
film was from
stupid.
1974. That was the first
Mhm.
one. I don't know what it was. It looks kind of creepy. I don't know if I want to watch it. It was rated R.
I mean, it looks
Rated
creepy.
R? Listen, you know a movie's fucked up when it's just like MA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just MA.
Yeah, it's true. Well, if you guys want to know what I think about upcoming movies that will be out soon, you'll just have to tune in next week because I think that is our product for the day. Talked a little Ad Astra, talked a little Joker, talked a little how we're fucking up the planet. Thanks, Director Mark, for that. Freaking, you got the conspiracy theorist Angelo discovering 16,000-year-old maps. After
16
Harley's going to
minutes.
be a good big brother. And I think that was pretty good. We had some talk with a couple hawks. Got to go see it too. And I think that's about it, man. Thank you so much. Please like, share, hit the subscribe button. We're on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah, follow us. you're watching,
You gotta hit follow us.
and
Share with your friends. Tell your friends.
if you watched
And
a good
again, if
movie, tell us about it.
If anybody can guess where Tony Blu-ray is tonight, please hit us up with a comment. If you get the correct answer, you'll get something for free. Oh yeah, if
And
you want
trust me,
something for free,
I'll make sure that Mo knows who won, and he has to give him something. Because I already did that. And he's like, Marco, nobody heard that, nobody saw that. Why are you posting that? I will post it if you reply over the top at anything. I don't care if you comment on YouTube. I don't care if you comment over on Facebook. You commented over on Twitch. Mo's gonna get you something. Just comment. I'll find it.
I just love how he's emphasizing Mo is going to get you something.
He's the one who's offering this stuff.
It's my thing. It's my thing, man. It's my thing. If you can tell me, where Tony is tonight, you guys can get something for free. You think about that. All right? You just think about that. You like free shit? Hit us up with a comment. All right, anyways, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Good night, guys.
Night. Later, guys.